hard-working boyfriend. The man was a complete prince and always there for her when she truly needed him. She glanced around the spacious entryway. The elevators were off to the left. She hated elevators. Actually, she hated small spaces in general. Much like airplanes, they were a necessary evil in life, so she dashed in that direction. She was already contemplating her exact room service order when she saw the up elevator doors open, but then they almost immediately began to close again. Oh no. Hold the elevator, please! She pressed her briefcase to her chest as her heels pounded the marble flooring as fast as her tippy toes would allow. Just when she thought she'd missed her chance and would be stuck waiting, a large hand shot out, keeping the doors from closing. Thank goodness. The elevators were beyond slow because of the huge conference crowd. Huffing and puffing, she really should visit her cousin's gym more. She stumbled into the elevator with dizzying relief. She caught her breath and finally looked up into the eyes of her saving grace, only to have her lungs deflate all over again. Oh, dear heaven above. She actually melted a little, grateful the wall of the elevator kept her somewhat upright. Elevator guy was ridiculously gorgeous. So gorgeous that despite the jeans, sensible blue-collared shirt, and blazer ensemble he was sporting, she still had to wonder if he was a headliner at the Chippendales show next door. He had sandy brown hair that was in need of a good trim, and just a teensy bit of facial hair that was somewhere between a 5 o'clock shadow and a short beard. All that combined with the intensely serious expression on his face made him seem just a little bit dangerous. But dangerous in a good way. A very good way. That is, if she were into handsome, dangerous men and wasn't already in a fantastic relationship with a handsome man of her own. The hunk suddenly shifted away and sent her a hesitant smile. That's when she realized she was gawking. Great. He didn't even know her, and she was already labeled a stalker. She could only hope drool wasn't glistening off her chin. She cleared her throat and tried to rectify her first impression. Thanks for holding the elevator."
"My pleasure,"
he said, his deep voice vibrating through her chest.
"What floor?"
"Floor? Why do you want to know my floor?" He simply raised a brown eyebrow. Oh, right. He was going to press the button for her. Duh. Heat rushed to her cheeks. 24, please. Snap out of it, Kennedy. He pressed her floor number for her and, just out of curiosity, mind you, she noticed he was going to one floor above hers. Or most likely to his girlfriend's floor. A giant bottle of champagne was secured under his arm, and 2 champagne flutes dangled from his left hand. He was probably heading up there now to surprise her. Lucky girl. She would have given anything to have Justin surprise her like that. He rarely did anything spontaneous. She was about to berate herself for thinking such negative thoughts, when the lights flickered a few times, then went out completely. The elevator came to an abrupt stop, and she braced her hand on the wall to keep from losing her balance. "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" she choked out. Her pulse skyrocketed. Immediate thoughts went to the chance there was a broken elevator cable, or a possible fire, or a terrorist plot. Unfortunately, being an avid movie watcher, she knew a little too well all the countless tragedies associated with elevators. Her briefcase fell to the floor with a thud, and she held her head in both hands, trying to take deep, slow breaths. The air already seemed thin. Oh my gosh, she was going to die. She was going to suffocate if she didn't drop to her death first. She never had a chance to say goodbye to her family, her friends, to Justin. She had to escape. Hands poised and ready to begin clawing her way out, she suddenly noticed elevator guy turning on the flashlight app on his cell phone and pressed the emergency button. Using the light to guide him, he flipped a small metal latch beneath the floor buttons and pulled out a hidden phone, as if getting stuck in an elevator was an everyday occurrence for him. Oh no, maybe he's the terrorist. She felt even woozier.